Sunlight in the way. Oh yeah, that's better. It's very okay. This is the book of 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. Alrighty. Shalom, shalom, Israel. I want to start by giving all glory and praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. I'm the brother I'm for down Tampa, Florida, from the camp prophets in Babylon. All right, come with another Lord willing, edifying lesson. All right. Hey, double honor to the elders and apostles, great millstone, teach you well. Peace and blessings to the brothers who push in his work, and true sincerity to the scattered abroad. All right, and as you can see the title, all right, going into it's already year 2025, and everything's already popping off, man. Okay, you had current events of things already starting off where this year is already leading to a tragedy, man. Okay, you had it over there in Gaza where there was an airstrike, okay, that hit and killed 19, I believe, 19 civilians, man. Okay, then you had it recently that over there in I forgot where it was, but it's all over the news right now with this dude, man. He killed like 10 people, okay, running them over in a truck, all right, and then he left 30 injured. All right, the spirits that on these people right now is rolling up, man. Okay, then you had over there recently in same around the same time in Puerto Rico, you had a whole blackout, man. Okay, you had a whole blackout, left 1.3 million civilians or citizens. That's the correct word I want to use. Citizens left it said left 1.3 citizens without power, man. Okay. And it's already 2025. Okay, stuff is already sparking up. All right, as this year just started. All right, this shows you that we're in those times and the Lord's about to, crank it up a notch, man. Okay, he's about to crank it up a notch, and we're gonna get right into it. All right, and Lord willing, this lesson be edifying. All right, but this is the book of this is the book of 2nd Ezra. It's 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. It says, "He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself." And how are we doing that? All right, through watching, all right, paying attention, okay, of prophecy, man. All right, applying these scriptures and tying things up, man, through the Spirit. All right, like a measuring, all right, tape, or you have it where you can measure this. We do that through the scriptures, man. And we have seen, all right, more and more throughout these years that these things have turned up more and more. Okay, it's gotten worse. All right, that's why it says perilous times to what? Troubles, great troubles. All right, it's only going to get worse, man. It's not going to get better. All right, you just had it where they just celebrated this wicked pagan day. All right, New Year's, and fireworks was going off. All right, people were celebrating. You had a whole lot of family gathering. All right, just to continue a ritual right after they just did with Christmas, man. All right, and then you have judgment go out. Okay, the Lord not tolerating this. The Lord's not tolerating this shit no more, man. All right, the Lord's going to start judging a lot of our people, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American, and it's going to go out at a mass level, you see, which we're warning you and telling you that it's going to happen, man. All right, it's to come. As the scripture says in Habakkuk 2 and 3, all right, correct if I'm wrong, but it says, though it tarry, wait for it. And we're waiting for it, man, because the Lord going to show you, all right, that it's not a freaking game, man. All right, you had over in Puerto Rico a whole blackout going out, and you had a guy who was trying to go, and purchase something, okay, on his birthday. He's like, this is not happiness. Why are all days, why it had to happen today? When it was his birthday, well, it's because, nigga, you was celebrating your birthday, nigga. All right, because you was doing wickedness, all right, when the Lord tell you not to do these things, man. All right, you got all people continuing and making things worse for themselves. Then go ask yourself, why this is happening? Because you're continually adding sin upon sin, man. All right, this is all our people doing. So when all hell break loose, don't be looking crazy. All right, when bodies start dropping, man, don't be looking crazy when judgment comes to play. Okay, when it comes to being put in action, man. All right, and the Lord is very active. All right, let me bring this back. It says 2 Ezra chapter 9, verse 1, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest parts of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, in which we're seeing this, man. All right, earthquakes, okay, uproars, earthquakes. We're seeing these things. All right, recently you just had it where, let me see, let me grab it right quick. All right, it says minor, this is 8 hours ago, okay, in the WPTZ news app, it says minor earthquake rattles northern New York communities less than an hour after 2025. All right, so you got these shakings going up on different places and different areas, showing you that the Lord's stirring it up, man. The scripture says when earthquakes, when you see uproars, all right, we've been seeing uproars from the last 3 to 4 years. And has it gotten better? No, it's gotten worse. It's been more frequent, okay? It's getting a lot more active when it comes to these spirits hopping on these people, all right, rallying, man, okay? Rioting and having an uproar against their governments for what things that just happened. You had over there somewhere in, I'm gonna say just somewhere in Asia, all right? Because I can't escape where it was, but where they had over, they had a whole lockdown, man. Okay, they had a whole lockdown. Why do you think that? Okay, because something was put in play that is starting up these people to where now these people just started reacting towards their government, man. Okay, who knows why that spirit was on that guy, all right, that president to do it, but they was ready to get his ass up out the seat. Okay, but here you go, you have it. Well, all these tragedies are starting to pop off. 10 people die, all right, from this guy who ran through the crowd. He in his truck, he run through the crowd, man. That's somebody that's got an evil spirit on them, okay, doing something that was sanctioned for it to happen. Okay, an example, 30 people injured, you know, and that's just that area. How much more around the whole world, you see? So it says, verse 3 says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. So we're seeing the end of this place, man. The end is manifest. All right, and it's counting down. It's counting down, man. All right, Esau's rulership, all right, him, thinking he's going to rule forever. It's counting down, man. You all right? Esau's on the Lord's time, okay? And he's about to be shut down, okay, in every different way, all right, that he can imagine. All right, the Lord's doing this, man. The Lord's jacking this place up. And it's only going to get worse. As I say again, it's only going to get worse, man. All right? There's people in the spirit like this guy, all right, the whole blackout. All right, he was getting upset because he had went over there to go purchase at a store. And he couldn't enter in the store. Why is that? Because, hey, you had a whole lockdown, no power, man. What are you people going to do when there's no power? What are you people going to, hey, these people are going to lose it. All right? In other words, they're just going to lose it. All right? Because you're going to have food rotting. You're going to have no electricity. You're going to have no power for the water. And it's going to get terrible. Okay? It's going to get terrible, man. And we're going to grab it, actually. But I'm going to read that verse 5 back again. It says, for like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. So the end is manifest, man. All right? And we know that it's bound to, have a left turn, all right, and the times that we're coming into. These things ain't going to just turn and start being better, okay, just because it's a different year. Nah, man. It's a different year. It's gonna get worse, man. All right. For the last 3-4 years, you've been seeing that this place is just going to shits. Okay, that's it. So it's gonna continue to do that, man. But this is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, speaking on the fact that over there in Puerto Rico, that whole blackout left individuals, 1.3 million. That's not a little bit of people, man. That's a lot of people. All right, that's a lot of people. All right, homes, villages, and towns or cities without power. All right, and they said, of course, they'll get it back on in 2 to 3 days, depending on how the situation go. But imagine that on a major scale. Hey, that's to come here to this place, man. You had this guy Claude to the Swab, who said that it was going to be a greater emic, man, that was going to come. I'm going to say pan to the emic that was going to come is going to be greater than what you experienced with the C-19. And he said it was going to come by the way of a way of a blackout. Okay, he said it's going to come by a way of a blackout, something way far greater than this C-19, man. That's the last for a minute. All right, and it's still today lingering around. So here you have it, places going out, whole areas going out without power. Okay, you had it in Florida, okay, where we had lost power in this city of Tampa. We lost power, man. Okay, we lost certain power in certain places. Over 600,000 people without power. Okay, and these people was just and almost on the verge when it came to no gas, no this, no nothing, man. All right, they had generators and still couldn't put nothing in it because they had no gas. Gas was running out. People started to lose it. How much more so on a major level, which we speaking on now over there in Puerto Rico. It says 2nd Ezra chapter 15. Matter of fact, let me grab this. I'm gonna grab this right here, and then I'm gonna grab that. This is let me see. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 22. It says, "And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown; the full storage houses shall suddenly be found empty." Okay, and that's the time what's gonna come. All right, to this place to where you're gonna have all these stores filled up with food, and you're not gonna be able to have access to it. All right, because it's either gonna be empty or it's gonna be not. You're not gonna have what it is that you're gonna need to have that access. Okay, which that's another story. All right, but if you don't got these certain things, you ain't gonna be able to go purchase food, or you ain't gonna be able to even survive in society. Okay, and that's what they want. This ultimately is coming to this place. But what are you gonna do when all the food in your houses and all your food in your in your local grocery stores aren't available at purchase, and there's nothing there? What are you gonna do? You people are gonna lose it. They're gonna freak out. They're gonna turn into it's gonna be a lot of a spirit of aggression out there, man. People are gonna get very aggressive. Okay, where they say they got a what is it, a commercial where they say when you don't have a sneaker, or when you don't eat a sneaker, like people they go to acting strange until you get them a sneaker. Well, it's really gonna be a reality for these people, man. They're gonna have an evil or aggression or angry spirit upon them. Okay, but it says 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 22, reading again. "And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown; the full storage houses shall suddenly be found empty." So your local Kroger's, your Walmarts, all right, your Publix, when that food stop coming to being supplied to these stores, these people are gonna they're gonna react, okay, in a horrible way. All right. It says, verse 23, "And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid." Right? They're gonna be afraid. People are gonna be afraid, man. Okay. Think about a period of time where, it can get so bad to where every individual is gonna be afraid for just hearing something bad, man. Okay. Just being informed that this is to come, something's to come. All right, they're gonna be afraid. You're going to have it where you got alarms going off, you know, these microphones going off, your phone warning you that, hey, this is going to happen. You're going to be afraid, man. It says, verse 24, at the time shall friends fight one against another like enemies. It says, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours there they shall not run. Right. And think about what's going over there in Puerto Rico, man. All right. San Juan. Okay, San Juan was the area where it's at, where these people have 1.3 million individuals are in a space of darkness right now due to them not having no power. All right, they have no power. So what's going to happen? Imagine that we're going for long enough for months or years. Imagine that, man. They're going to be what? They're going to be invading one's homes. They're going to be attacking each other. Okay, the love of media is going to wax cold, which we can grab that next. And it can happen in the width of 2 to 3 days. You know, it can happen, man. Anything can happen at any time. All right, do the spirit prayer about Shema outside. That's why we do these lessons. We tell these people, man. Hey, this can happen at any. This year's 2025, man. Stuff can pop off at any moment. That's why, hey, you know, it's a beautiful title, man. You know, anything can pop off at any time, man. You know. So, hey, we're in the time to see where things could come to crumbling in America, man. We hope, okay. We hope, man. But it says, verse 24. It says, at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. Right, you ain't gonna have that water supply that you have now. You can bathe your ass, or you can take a shower. You can have something to drink. You know, you still got drinking water out the fountain, which that's bad for you. But hey, they still doing it. But what you gonna do when that supply of water is cut off, man? What you gonna do when that your power go out and you have no water supply? Okay, and over there, I know they count on those things, man. In Puerto Rico, they count on these things, man. All right, hey, he had to where individuals come from a different you know, way of life. All right, they're different lifestyle. You got people who take cold showers because they can't afford to have a what do you call it? You know, something for where they heat the water. All right, it ain't come to me just yet, Lord, when it does. But you know, hey, they can't afford that, so now they only take cold showers. You got some individuals, they take showers by go getting a bucket of water from the river, okay, or from a family friend's house. And then they bathe with that rag. You know, you got these Americans over here, man. These people, bro, they got a luxury of, you know, different ways of taking care of themselves, man. That's why when this place shut down, these people are going to be in a state of great fear. All right? Because they ain't going to know what else to do. All they do is consume, consume, consume. Use, use, use. Well, what you going to do when all that is wiped away? And it's what are you going to do? Because, hey, these people count on this place. Especially, you know, Jake be so count on getting this assistance, support. You know, Jake be hot. You know, be pissed off when that water get cut off. And you come home, your water turned off, your lights turned off. They be hot, man. I know shit, we always used to be like that. You know, go outside, you go home, or you wake up early in the morning. You wake up early in the morning, try to turn the water on so you can brush your teeth, and water ain't working. You're like, what the hell? You know, go outside trying to figure out, like, is the water working outside or faucet? What's going on, man? Motherfucker done turned your water off, man. Then you turn around, you think that's worse. They turn around, turn your lights off. We need help. You see? But at the end of the day, our people count on that and be looking dumbfounded in the face when all hell breaks loose, okay? So how much more when this is on a mass scale, all right? It says, let me grab this in the Matthews, and I'll even start at Matthews, let me see, 24. Let me see, I'll start at Matthews 24, starting at verse 6. Matter of fact, I want to read that in the NLT. In NLT, it says, Matthew chapter 24, verse 6, it says, and you will hear it says, Matthew chapter 24, verse 6, and you will hear of wars and threats of wars, which we're experiencing that now. You know, we've been going that, you know, from Russia to goddamn Ukraine, you know, Gaza, Israel, like all the whole nine, man. We've been seeing these things through the spirit, and no coincidence that they just had an airstrike that hit, starting off the so-called New Year's, okay, and blowing people ass up, man. Just 19 gone, boom. It's not a joke, man. It's not a game. Like, this place is going to you know, shits, man. Okay, it's lucky for my French. All right. It says, but don't panic. So who is that message to? Don't panic. You know, hey, we ain't got no, we don't need to panic, man. You know, ain't no word for us. You know, because hey, we you know, the YAHAWASHI outside, you know, orchestrating these things, man. The Lord's doing this. It says, yes, these things must take place according to prophecy. This must happen, man. It says, but the end won't follow immediately. So the end is not yet, man. It says, nations will go to war against nations and kingdom against kingdom. There will be famines and earthquakes in many parts of the world. So many parts of the world. You know, not just one little part, but many parts, okay? And this is going to take place, like I said, on a mass scale before it hits one area, or where it hits America major, all right? Because you got these people who wake up, they can still go purchase, they can still go live their little wicked life, they can go, you know, do something. Look, they still popping fireworks, man. They still popping fireworks, you know? But you're going to have it in the time we come into, somebody going to be ready to pop a firework, all right, right in the front of your doorstep. And I ain't talking about no actual firework. I'm talking about the actual modern day gun, man. All right, which is that sword. They're going to be ready to pop through your door. They're going to pop. You know, we need it. We need everything. And they're going to run through, they're going to ransack your house and take everything. All right? They're going to take everything, and they're not going to spare nobody. Okay? They don't care. So it says, verse 7, nation will go to war against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There will be famines, which we spoke about, famines, man. The Lord said He's going to bring great death and destruction to this place. Famines, pestilence, all this is to come. Is this the time to make mirth? What you going to say? Is it the time to make mirth knowing this? All right? Knowing that your oppressor is sharpening his sword? Is this the time to, you know, think that he's joking around? When they say your oppressor, you're talking about Esau, Edom, so-called white man. All right? He's behind the white fence. And he can't wait to unleash his military, man. Okay? He can't wait to show it off. He can't wait. He's, ooh, I can't wait to use this sharpened sword. I can't wait to look at it glitter. Look at it, look how it dance. Well, guess what? He gonna use that for a particular people. You know? He gonna use that for a particular people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American. A form of, you know, not to get off topic, but a form of that is what Trump said he's gonna do when he get in seat. It's gonna be a mass what? deportation, man. He want to get a lot of you. He want 1 million, 1.1 million of you cross the borders, okay, to go cross back over the border. He gonna get you up out of there, and he might just use lethal force, man. With that same sword, he's sharp and glittering. See, think it's a game. We got a lot of that over here, shit, you know. So we might just see some shit in this year, you know. Brothers stay over here in a certain area with Northern Kingdom, you know. And it could be a few of them that coming through swiping, you know, early stage of it, man. It says, let me see, was that verse 7? Going to verse, it says famines and earthquakes in many parts of the world. It says verse 8, but all this is only the first of the birth pains, with more to come. So really it says like the beginning of sorrows, okay? Which we already seeing that this place is in motion of going through, okay, catching hell, man. This place is already going in the process of its way out the door. All right, and we know that through the spirit prayer about BAHASHAM, because scripture said, "Thus said the scriptures," man. You know, when you see these things, know that the Lord is the Lord's getting ready to visit this place, or He's visiting this place, man. The Lord gonna have hurricanes. Lord gonna have, you know, all kinds of stuff be popping off, earthquakes, people rallying it, hey, it's gonna be terrible, man. It's gonna be terrible, you know. Lord is a power to be feared. It says, I'm gonna jump down to the point. All right, it says, Matthew chapter 24, verse 12. I'm gonna read it in the KJV, and then I'll read it in the NLT. It says, KJV, it says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. It's the NLT. It says, verse 12, sin will be rampant everywhere, and the love of many will grow cold. So your loved ones, family, friends, you know, your neighbors, all right? Hey, all of it's gonna go, the love of many is gonna, you know, all that love's gonna be tossed out the door, all right, when the individual's hungry, or individual got a spirit on them to survive for their family, okay? It's gonna be trouble, you know, hey, great troubles, you know, terrible times is to come, man, all right? And you're gonna have in these evil days where people are going to do anything to survive, and it ain't gonna be the simple way of, you know, of things like you see in a movie. No, these people are gonna do anything and everything to survive. Your worst terror of a movie, all right, you know, it's gonna be a reality and worse. You know, it's gonna be worse, man. It says, Matthew 24, verse 12, sin will be rampant everywhere, and the love of many will grow cold. So the love of many will grow cold. Hey, right now it's kind of chilly outside. All right, you know, hey, people gonna have that within their hearts' intentions to be cold towards one another. I mean, their love, that warming feeling is gonna cease. That warming feeling of, oh, you care, you know, you love. It's gonna cease, man. You might see family members getting together now. Happy New Year's, Happy Christmas, Happy all this. Hey, you had to do. We went to go to the store. He went to the store. He said, let me grab an article. He said, what did he say, man? He said, let me get the part the way he said. He said, he says, there is no happiness. He said, there's no happiness. So, hey, man, there's gonna be no happiness here, man. You know, There ain't gonna be no happiness for you people, man, that really trust in this system, that really trust in this place. It's gonna be individuals who wouldn't give a damn about you. All right, in that day, that so-called give a damn about you now. You know, they call you up for the family gatherings. I mean, they might call your ass up that day for you know, just to munch on you. You know, hey, we got food over here. Ain't got a damn thing over there. We got over here. Oh, they come over there, and you be the dinner to they table. Yeah, you know, cannibalism, man. It's a real thing. They ain't just showing you in these movies that you know, like it's play. No, man, you got actual people who are doing this in the States. You know, you got people doing it, man. It says, but yeah, he said there's no happiness. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read a little bit what it said. It says, really, I could just grab the whole article. This is the AP News. All right, going to San Juan over there in Puerto Rico with the blackout. I wanted to bring it out earlier, but the spirit was rolling, so I'm bringing it out now. It says a blackout hit nearly all of Puerto Rico. Nearly all. That's not a little bit. Nearly all of Puerto Rico, man. It says early on Tuesday, as the U.S. territory prepared to celebrate New Year's, leaving. So as they was preparing to celebrate this wicked day, okay, in Northern Kingdom, Puerto Rico really would go to Ephraim, okay? Ephraim, which is what the Lord called you, all right? Not what the so-called white man called you, which is Puerto Ricans, okay? But what the Lord called you was Ephraim. So this going to over there where Ephraim stationed at. It said leaving more than 1.3 million citizens in the dark. So you gotta where this is the U.S. territory, but it's leaving your ass without no power, without no lights, no water. You have people who had generators that got away with it, but hey, generators gonna run so long. Temporariness, man. But hey, it says officials said it could take up to 2 days to restore power. It took up more than 2 days to restore our power. They told us the same thing. Hey, people was going out power then almost a week. Longer than that. It says the outage hit at dawn. It says plugging the island into a era silence as electrical appliances and air conditioners shut down before those who could afford generators turned them on. So there you have it. Your air conditioning, your whole AC. America has the highest electricity, all right, of going up because you got AC running 24/7. Yeah, AC running 24/7. You have it just pumping. But you got over there barely got AC, man, and they shut off right there in a lick of where celebration's about to be at its peak, turned off, just like that. You see, thinking it's a game, man. And this what the guy had to say. All right, during this time, it said it had to be on the 31st of December. He's saying this with real loud voice. It says, exclaimed one man. So this one man who gave it his what he had to say about it, who only gave his name as Manuel. It says, as he stood outside a grocery store in the capital of Sawan, grumbling about the outage that coincided with his birthday. So it intervened with his birthday. It said there is no happiness. So it says there is no happiness. It says wow. It says nearly 90% of 1.47 million citizens across Puerto Rico were left in the dark. That's crazy. And that's still adding up, because the number was 1.3, now it's 1.4. You see? Left them without power, man. So, you know, as the spirit flowing, man, it's hitting on different topics of things that's going on. Because you had it with that guy who ran over 10 people, you know. His spirit hopped, evil spirit, he putting the foot to the metal. Boop, 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 boop. You know, he had a spirit of creative vengeance to detonate, and it detonated. They say he literally had explosives on him, man. What was in his agenda? He was thinking about doing worse than that. You see? You had 30 people who was hit by, and let's grab that too, man. All right. Touch up on that topic real quick. It's getting quite chilly out here. This is what the scripture says. Do this work, man, in season, out of season. You know, we're gonna be cold. It's gonna be hot. It could be raining sometimes, man. This word gotta go out. It says, let's see. What was it? Damn, man, it slipped my mind. It'll come back to me. Call it by Shemel Shai. Deuteronomy. Call it by Shemel Shai. I do a word. That's a spirit. This is Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39. All right. So when you see these things take place, all right, know that this is the doings of Yahawah by Shemel Shai. It says Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39. See now that I, even I, am He, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. What's it? He kill, He make alive. So you have it where individuals, you know, they pass away, all right, or they catch judgment, get taken out of here, they get deleted. That's because the Lord took them out, man. The Lord just, you know, it's over, you know, which is terrifying, man, because the Lord is terrifying in the ways of, you know, doing these things, man. Like the Lord could jack you up, terrified, like it's really out of words, man. You know, but as the scripture says, there's you know, it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, Yahawah by Shemel Shai. All right. It says, roughly paraphrasing, it says, I kill, I make alive, I wound, and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. So, you know, that left 10 people was taken out and 30 was injured. You know, that's the spirit. Got the ducks in the back. You know, they want to come here to work too. But that left 30 injured. So all those people who was out there celebrating, partying, the gathering, all right, during this time, boop, 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 you know, just like that, clean swipe. 10 people out the game, you know. That's what, the Lord's doing these things, man. Once again, the scripture said what the Lord showed that He's gonna visit His place, all right, by doing these certain, showing these certain things on the earth, okay. Which is why this is the time to seek the Lord while you can, because sooner or later, time is gonna be up, and if you don't have this truth, or you don't have this word, man, through the Spirit prayed by Shemel Shai, this wisdom, understanding, knowledge, you know, it's gonna be something else that you're gonna face, man. You don't want to face that, okay? Let me see, man. Let me see. I think that was the point I really wanted to grab. Matter of fact, I'm gonna grab this right here, and then we close it out with this. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, starting at verse 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. There's a spirit, because I was, speaking to my rib earlier, and I was telling her about certain, things that, you know, when it comes to this place, people trusting it, you know. And then she was getting it like, oh man, wow, just like people go to the government for this and da 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 da. Like, exactly. Hey, scripture said, woe, man. Isaiah 30, all right, says woe, meaning to the rebellious children. And our people are the they're very complicated and hard-headed, man. Stiff-necked, as the scripture says, all right? So they have a tendency of trusting in this place, looking forward to this place to prevail, okay? So scripture says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. And our people, okay, they trust in this place, man, and destruction is to come when you go into that word, woe, destruction. And that's including whoever, all right? Hey, that's your ass, man. It says, verse 15, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and the swords in their hands. That's right. Civil unrest, civil war. All right. We have a lot of people gonna be out here rioting, the uproars. Okay. Sedition, as the scripture gonna go into next. So it's gonna get real physical. It's gonna get where people are gonna start really taking action. All right. And it says 16, for there shall be sedition. All right, that's sedition, man, among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Right. So they're not gonna be listening to, their authorities or hierarchies. They're not gonna be listening, man. People gonna take action in their own hands, and they're gonna be like, you know what? We're gonna do what we gotta do. We're gonna do what we have to do to survive. Once they find out this place is just, it's failing them. Once they find out this place is not going to help them, all right, they're going to take actions in their own hands. It says, verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, right? You're going to have, the times that will come into, you're going to have it where the way Esau's having this thing orchestrated, all right, to chaos, that's going to lead to where they're going to have certain places and intersections, shut off, man, okay? And you're not going to have the ability to go to the other cities, other towns, You're not going to have that to go to the other state without having some special access. It says, verse 18, verse 18, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Right. So once again, the spirit of is going to come upon these people. They're going to be afraid. All right. They're going to be afraid, man. This place is going to turn upside down. There's going to be a lot of people, individuals, who are going to be afraid in these times we're coming into. It says, verse 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor that loveth many waxing cold. So once again, imagine America being in a huge blackout on a mass scale. The love of many is going to wax cold. No person going to have the same tendering heart and a warm, comforting, all right, to another, man. That's going to be like, hell no, it's going to be kill to be killed for these people, man. It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. They're going to come in. I said this earlier. They're going to, the real fireworks going to be them out of their gun when they go boom, 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 just to get in, You see in the movies where they shoot the doorknob just to break into the house. Yeah. They're going boom, boom. You're going to be in there, kids and children, women and all. That neighbor ain't going to give a damn, man. Because he thinking about the same ones you sitting there with your hands up with, That's how it's going to be. Kill to be killed, man. Love me is going to wax cold. Individuals are not going to have no pity upon their neighbor. Not going to have no pity upon each other. And it's going to just leave for Esau to come in and sweep the floor with a machine gun, man. Okay? with some drones, all right, with his troops. So it's just gonna get hectic. It says, their houses will, with the sword, and spoil their goods. They're gonna take what you have, canned goods, foods, whatever supplies they can, because of lack of bread, and for great tribulation. You know, famine gonna come, man. All right, tribulation is gonna be at its high. It's gonna be at a high turn. Okay, it's gonna be, you know, straight up chaos, and that's what we're approaching, man. Okay, this year 2025, man, you got all these different events of tragedies popping off already, showing you that we, all right, getting closer and closer to the end. That's the end manifest. Okay, so, and you know, that was the point. You know, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I'm gonna close it out by giving all glory and praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Once again, dumb honest, I was an apostle, great millstone, teach you well. Until next time I say, Shalom.